the line between grandeur and delusions of grandeur is one good day. And I thought I'd want to start the conversation with you elaborating on what you mean by that.
That quote sort of came to me when I was writing that script, because it got to the point where I was talking about how that first video that I made it had ever done well. It was that one about masculinity. It just like every other video I'd uploaded before that point was like perma-locked at like 300 views, 800 views, stuff like that. And then this one just like poof, took off to like 100K. And I was like, whoa, like in my head, there wasn't anything fundamentally different. Like I was just doing the same thing, just making videos. And then just suddenly it worked. And then there was momentum, and then the channel started growing. And so I realized like, damn, that changes like my perspective on the entire history of the work that I'd been doing. Because up until that point where it kind of gets traction, it's easy to think that like, yeah, it could be wasted time, it could not be working, and maybe I'm just got delusions of grandeur. But it was the first time that it occurred to me, like in a very experiential way, that yeah, if one good day happens, say you're trying to like do good music, or you're an investor or something, one good day can literally, it doesn't just make things better from that point forwards, it rewrites history to make the entire story up to that point different. So when you're in it, it can feel like hell, and it can feel like nothing's working. But like that feeling of nothing's working is actually what it feels like to work. Like it's inseparable from things working out, is this feeling that they're not. Like if everybody felt that it was all working out and everything was fine and dandy, they probably wouldn't be like bothering to do stuff or to like put work in. So it's always going to feel like it's not working out. And then as soon as that day comes, it just, yeah, it kind of rewrites history as well as the future.
Yeah, I think we have the proclivity to want things to be like very stable. We want the graph to be a clear diagonal line of sort of growth over time, don't we? We kind of like the idea of that consistency. We like the idea that input and output are the same. But in reality, a lot of the time it's inputs and inputs and inputs and inputs and inputs and inputs, until suddenly it's like, I don't know, like water filling up behind a cracked dam. And each kind of rep you put in, and each day that crack just gets bigger and bigger until one day it splits open, and the whole world, or in your particular niche, your work gets appreciated. I mean, I know me and Jacob always have this thing with our podcast, is like the reps and the reps and the reps and the reps that we've done will one day serve us when the moment happens where like that dam breaks. And it's the same thing, I think, in a lot of domains. Like I'm an athlete, right? And I put years into my sport as a teenager. But it only took till I was like 17, 18 for anyone seriously in like our national governing body to notice that I existed. But if I hadn't done that work for those years, it wouldn't have happened. So I think that's why that line in that video resonated so much with me, because people need to make that shift. If they want to try and do something hard or something significant or something meaningful, the progress is not linear. It's almost like the stock market. There's peaks and there's troughs, but the overall trend is what's most important.